the Oversolver here, and today we're going to talk about what lube you should use for your 2x2. So this isn't a video about just lubes in general. This is more so specifically designed for 2x2 because I think that 2x2 is something that a lot of people kind of go, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, and some might work better than others, and I'm just going to kind of recommend some setups. So first of all, let's talk about what you should do what lubes you shouldn't use, in my opinion. First of all, Lubical Black, and maybe I think Traxxas 50K. I'm not an expert on Traxxas lubes because I don't use them very often. Like, I've never used this, but I've had it. It was my first ever lube. But these two you don't really need on a 2x2. Unless, like, the only reason you would use Lubical Black is if you're having spring noise problems. Which, while it's very real, let's see if I can... not on that one, but on a lot of 2x2s it's a thing. And if you're having troubles with that, feel free to use Lubical Black, but otherwise I wouldn't mess with it. It's something that involves, like, taking apart the entire 2x2, which can be very tedious and annoying, especially when you're trying to lube it. Traxxas 50K I think is just a little too much for it because it gums it up, and I know like 1 or 2 drops is good enough for a 3x3, so for a 2x2 I'm not sure how well that would work. However, these are good. So what these are these are all cubicle lubes, I will mention. There are equivalents probably on Speed Cube Shop and in other places. But I'm just going to be talking about these for now because these I know are really popular with people. Or at least most of them. So, first of all, let's talk about what you should just use in general. Or what people, if you're just kind of starting out and you're kind of just looking to make your cube a little better. Maybe not all the way, but just kind of improve it a bit. I would recommend Silk. Silk is a lube that, well, we can read the back of it here. It's a premium piece lube designed to reduce friction by creating a soft, plush feel. This, I think, is really excellent for those of you who have dry 2x2s. Like, where is it? The Volk. My setup for the Volk was just the lighter spring set. Some compound... I did originally put compound 5 in it, but... when I took apart the cube, that all got washed out, I'm pretty sure. Or at least most of it did. So I just put some Silk in it, and now I'm really liking it. It adds a little bit of speed, but really not a lot. But it really kind of just evens everything out. It's perfect for when you don't want to alter the feel of the cube. Or when you just want to make it not dry. When you just kind of want that nice... that sound. As opposed to... you can kind of see, like if I put Silk in this, that all would kind of just go away, or at least be massively reduced. So, I recommend picking up Silk as one of your first lubes if you're just kind of looking to get something to use on everything. 2 drops of this, any cube, it'll be great, and you'll really enjoy it. Any kind of 2x2 will work fine on. Now, let's say you're going for a specific feeling. Let's say your cube is too fast or too slow or something along those lines. Well, then we will use one of these. So D&M and Compound 5 are basically, they serve the same purpose. So I'm just going to put D&M off to the side and talk about these two. So Compound 10 is a lube that will gum up your cube and slow it down a bit, while Compound 5 is a lubricant that will speed it up and make it faster. That's basically it for these two. They don't do much besides that. A couple notes about them though. For Compound 5, don't put in a lot at once. If you do, you will get this. Well, you'll be wondering why that's so quiet, and it's because I put 12 drops of it into the 4x4 by accident. It made it really gummy, and I had to clean it out multiple times, and it still hasn't fully gone away. If you're wondering why that is, it's because any silicone lube, this includes silk. Don't put a ton of silk in, only 2 drops. Once you start putting more and more in, it just starts becoming gummy instead of anything else. I don't know if what happens if you put a ton of compound X in, as I don't think people would really do that. This stuff tends to gum up your cubes pretty quickly, and so anything over 2 drops means your cube is probably too fast, not a different problem. But yeah, if you're looking to go for a specific feeling, I would recommend picking these up. This is about $10. This is about $4 in terms of the sizes. If you get both of them together, though, I think it's like 12, and you. Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah, it's 10 for the big bottle, 4 for the little one. But if you get 2 big ones, then I think it's like 14 or something. It's a good deal, and I'd highly recommend it. Now, finally, let's talk about the Angstrom lubes. For those of you who don't know what these are the premium lubes by The Cubicle, and I think they're some of really good. I use them on all of my N by N cubes. I don't really use them so much on non N by N cubes because they don't really need them for that. Like, I could put it on a square one, but I'm not good enough at square one for that. But basically what these do, it's like silk but better, in my opinion. I'm not sure which is which. I think this is Gravitas and this is Dignitas, but I could be wrong. But one of them, I think Dignitas will speed up your cube, and it will make it so it will kind of act as a combination of silk and compound 5, and it will make your cube smoother but also faster. Not Dignitas. Gravitas. That's it. Gravitas is more like a combination between silk and compound X, compound 10, and it will slow down your cube, but it will make it smoother as well. However, when you combine both of them, it gives you this really nice, smooth feeling throughout the cube, more so than silk. And also, these water-based, actually these are water-based, not silicone, but either way, these will run out eventually. These don't. These will last for the lifespan of the cube, and will just kind of give it this really nice, it will give it a heavier feeling, but it will give you a controllable, smooth feeling without just slowing it down. I would highly recommend for any of you guys who are pro or looking at really getting into lubes, I would recommend these. I used them on I didn't use them on the Volk, but I've used them, not on that one, on the Chew-In, and it's really nice. They're not too noticeable on 2x2s, but on bigger cubes, I highly recommend them. So, yeah, I guess. In terms of now let's talk about what lubes specifically you should use on your 2x2. Because they come in all different kinds of, obviously people are going to be asking, well, what's the best setup? And it's honestly up to you. Different cubes will have different feelings, and it really depends. I know for the Wapo, a lot of people buy the Angstrom version of the Wapo, and that has like Lubical Black and the Angstrom lubes and some DNM on it. And that makes this it makes it controllable, but it also doesn't compromise the speed of it, which means this is a popular pickup, especially this combination will be pretty popular and a lot of you will like it. In terms of the Chew-In, I would recommend putting some Angstrom in it and maybe like 1 drop of DNM. This cube is already pretty fast, just by default. It's really light. Wait, that's not the Chew-In. I'm dumb. The Chew-In, it's really light, really fast. And so I would honestly probably add a little more Gravitas, because this cube is a little fast and I'd like it slower, but that's up to you. In terms of the Wuxia, which I don't have it with me, but for those of you who do, I would recommend angstromming it, and I think that's it. Like, I put angstrom on mine, and it's really nice. It's not stupidly fast, but it's also not, like, really slow like the Volk was out of the box. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the kind of all over the place feeling. This was kind of just done at random, but I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all got some good advice for how to lube your 2x2. And I hope you join me in the next video where I think that'll be a video talking about the road to being good at 2x2, episode like 3 or 4 or something. But either way, whatever it is, hope you're there. See you next time.